So I really don't know what I'm doing with the rev limiter or the feedback framework. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. I really like the concept. Like rev limiter works really, 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 really well whenever you think about the appreciation accelerator, obviously, right? Because it's literally like, what does a rev limiter do? It is a revolution limiter. So what are revolutions? A revolution is one full like chain turn or whatever in a dirt bike, right? One full accelerator or one full rotation, right? One full revolution. And each revolution speeds up the bike. And so what a rev limiter is it's just a revolution limiter. It makes it where after you speed up so much, after you get so many revolutions per second, eventually it's just going to stop counting those revolutions towards speeding up. It's not going to use that energy and it's going to let that energy fall off to the side instead of speeding up your bike. So whenever you think about appreciation accelerator, rev limiter works really, really, really well in tandem with it. But then feedback, I looked at the definition more last night, and it's like super specific and super, super perfect. It's not just like, okay, so let me send it. Hold on. Really?
You want your Gatorade or just water?
Okay, so I just sent it over Discord. It says, the transmission of evaluative or corrective information about an action, event, or process to the original controlling source. So that obviously is like incredible from a religious context or even just a left brain, right brain sort of context where it's like what we were talking about last night about what you do is you are no longer modeling reality. Or you go so far into consuming your models of reality that you're no longer capable of creating a coherent model and you're left in sort of model limbo. And that is what that 1A definition sort of speaks to. And 1B is the same kind of thing, the partial reversion of the effects of a process to its source or a preceding stage. Yet again, from a religious context or left brain, right brain, it's like the right brain. It's like the left brain is specific signals from the right brain, and then it's like whenever you get to the rev limiter, it's like your right brain consuming your left brain's interpretation of your right brain. Like it's like the left brain being consumed back by its source. So that sort of definition 1B, and then you've got definition 2, the return of an input of a part of the output of a machine, system, or process. The return of as for producing changes in an electronic circuit that improve performance in an automatic control device that provides self-corrective action. So that's like self-corrective, self-improving, self-evolving, that sort of concept of like, it isn't even just a return to the source. It's not even just like a self-consumption or like an Ouroboros, right? It's not just that. It's also like a self-improving. It's actively changing itself to be better. It's like actively trying to choose the best framework, right? And so that is what that sort of speaks to. And then 3, a rumbling, whining, or whistling sound, and that one is going to be the actual like rev limiter sound or like the feedback sound of like the actual screeching and chaos that comes whenever you successfully consume your own model so quickly that there's no model left at the bottom. And so that's like perfect. Like so the feedback framework is like perfect, but then also like a rev limiter is like it fits so well with the appreciation accelerator. So I think they're both weirdly perfect for the definition. And it seems like feedback incorporates more context, but it seems like maybe it might include so much context that it's almost like rev limiter is a part of feedback and they're not even like the same thing. Like in other words, the if you look at the definitions 1, 2, and 3 for feedback, it's almost like rev limiter is only definition 3, and then definitions 1 and 2 are just sort of only.
I wonder if it doesn't even like matter. Like, let's say they are the same thing, and just kind of like ignore it and just like, yeah, now you've got a framework that's got 2 names. Maybe that's a benefit in some way.
No. That's like just super confusing. Like you don't think about it from anyone else's perspective who's ever going to hear speak. You don't want a framework with 2 names.
As far as that perspective, I'm saying the perspective of like as far as having a framework that's like, all right, well, it never will never normalize into one thing because I've got 2 different alternating faces of it.
That reminds me of a framework from forever ago called the time crystal framework. There's like a particular kind of crystal that like it switches between 2 different binaries. I wonder what that framework was like. I can't really remember. But anyways, Yeah, I see what you mean. That's actually not like you're probably not wrong in the fact that just by not giving something a consistent name, you're going to keep it more vague, and by keeping it vague, you're not going to get you're not going to get that religious rot of it just becoming a concept. You're just gonna have to like actively try to imagine. I do see what you mean whenever you say that, but at the same time, it's like we should probably pick one. But this is what I was saying though. It's like it's almost like rev limiter is just a part of feedback. Like, what do you think about that concept? It's like rev limiter. It's like rev
And like the
limiter.
rev limiter and that like the rev limiter is a thing in itself, and then what it does, which is that noise is the feedback.
No, it's not that. It's actually the opposite. It would be that.
Put him on speaker and look, it's just ice.
Jesus.
Pouring
Yeah,
ice
that's awesome.
right now.
No, it never works as far as like
That sucks.
you put on a camera, like they can never see. But Jesus Christ. Damn, bro. I don't know if you can hear. I'm sure you can. If you can hear that, that's just ice falling out of the sky.
Oh, that's great.
I'll try and turn on my camera. But anyways, oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Come on. But so anyways, it's actually the opposite. It's that the feedback is a part of, or the feedback is the one that includes the rev limiter. So what you just said was that rev limiter is the process, and the feedback, the noise, is just a part of it. It's not that. The feedback is it's more like the noise of the feedback is that's all rev limiter is. But then feedback also has the additional context of definitions 1 and 2, which is the thing which comes back to itself or eats itself. That Ouroboros or self-consuming model type of framework that is only included in the definition of feedback, and that's not included in the definition of rev limiter.
So I was working with a definition I had last night, which was that it was the noise. Feedback was a sonic screech.
It's both. It's both. That's what I'm saying. Feedback is both.
I see.
And rev limiter isn't both. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And does it still have the connotation of it, like it's being used not just for like it's used to hear itself and then like give feedback in a positive connotation, like
Not even
redirect it.
not even in like a necessarily positive connotation, but like it was saying, where it's like a circuit sending back self improvement to like another to like the original part of the PC. It's like it's not even it's not even like improvement in a good sense. It's like just self changing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh god damn it, fuck, god damn it, my other knee's fucking going out because it's having to fucking brace for my fucking fuck. My left knee, my right knee is going out now. God, fuck, it hurt. Okay, I don't know what did you say? I'm thinking about the fucking ice storm outside. I hope it doesn't end before I can get in fucking warm clothes. What were you saying?
We were just talking about feedback.
Yeah, I know. But what was the last thing you said? It was wrong.
Screeching and humming noise.
Yeah, I know. Screeching and humming noise. The screeching and humming noise is the rev limiter, right? If you like the rev limiter, it's just the screeching and humming noise. And then the important part of the rest of the feedback, it's not like the self-corrective thing. That's not like what you should be thinking about. It's like the self-consuming. Like it's literally the same. It's what you were saying last night about like it's the models, right? You need to go so far into the consumption of the models. You need to go so far into the appreciation of the models that you can no longer form one coherent model, and you're left in model limbo. And that's what feedback sort of talks about, that rev limiter does not.
Yeah.
But then, so then I guess what we should do is just have feedback be the main framework, and then have rev limiter be a part of feedback. But then, like, that's confusing. It's like one of them's inevitably going to just get forgotten. So I don't know. What do you think about that?
As far as how just use feedback as the main thing, and then like if, and I remember talking about this all the time, like, and we'll use that one word if the definition ever is needed.
And it never is, and so it's just forgotten.
Yeah.
Damn. This is how weather always is. You go in to put in a pair of overalls to walk out into the ice, and the ice is done. Yay. But anyways,
I had it's like 15 to 20 minutes ago. I just gotten out of a lucid dream. So I just And so